and welcome to another edition of the Barely Watching Podcast. I go by the name of Kobra Karate, sipping on that real ginger ale, as you can see. Best motherfucking ginger ale ever.
Is that Vermont?
Real, sipping real, tasting real. That real.
Who the fuck drinks ginger ale?
Done. This right here?
Sick
This
people.
right here?
Sick people. Sick people drink ginger ale when you're sick.
Yeah, people who got a cold, a chest cold.
Done. Ginger ale does nothing for your fucking cold. That's a fucking myth. Niggas need to cut that shit.
But niggas still drink it though.
Hey, I drink ginger ale casually.
That's like you a weirdo, whatever. Ginger ale is for people who are like, I want some soda, but not really.
People like me, we drink soda, but want a taste of it. Yeah.
No, it's just the taste. But this right here is different. This ginger ale right here is different. Vernors.
Is that a brand?
Huh?
What?
Real brand?
Yeah.
Vernors? Never heard of it.
Nigga, that's one of my uncle's names. You know Uncle Vernor. You know Uncle Vernor, the one that'll fix your car for a 6-pack?
It's because before it wasn't in this region. It was like in like Buffalo, like the New York State. It was it's big over there, South Carolina, like a little bit down south, like some places. It's just like a big brand. Tastes great too.
I'm gonna find it. Vernor.
Yeah.
Uncle Vernor.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Uncle Vernor.
Uncle Vernor, let me borrow your Cadillac.
Uncle Vernor.
Bro him.
You know the uncle that talked with the cigarette hanging from his mouth?
Ain't even lit. Ain't even lit. Just dangling.
And he got one in the ear too. And it never fall. Uncle Vernor. You know the Uncle Vernor that's also connected on your mother and your father's side? He's your mother's uncle, and he's your father's cousin?
Nah.
Yeah, I don't have that. My family ain't that close.
Yeah, that's that deep stuff. That's that deep, you know what I'm saying? That's that deep.
I got that shit.
There you go.
Yeah.
Somebody I dated was like that. He had like 3 double cousins. They was cousins on both sides. I was like, that's just nasty. Y'all, there was no one else down here to find nobody else in the city. Like,
listen, I got an uncle named Brother. Yes, everyone calls him Brother. I knew him as Uncle Brother. He is connected on my mother and my father's side. I want to say he's my father's uncle, and he's one of my mother's cousin's dad. So I don't
see. That's that deep south. That's that deep south where it's like y'all niggas barely got electricity. Y'all didn't have no TV or nothing, and it just had nothing. All it is have sex.
Listen, that's whatever.
I remember my visits to the deep south, and they were like, "Well, this is your 5th cousin, so it's okay to kiss him." No, it's not.
It is. After twice removed, we don't got the same blood no more.
Nah, B.
It's crazy. So you guys can introduce your names. My fault.
Oh.
Go.
Dima will usually go. It's your girl, K.I. Double, drinking water, staying hydrated on this lovely Sunday.
And it's D Mobile, across the global, a.k.a. Bill Cosby, a.k.a. the Dark Tent Clark Kent. And it's funny, last night I was at a social gathering.
Do it! Wait, where's Seth Rogen?
Can I get there?
Okay. Go ahead.
Last night I was at a party and someone said that I look like a black Seth Rogen. And I was like, wow.
Shirt, Kylie. I'm gonna get you a shirt tomorrow.
But I called that myself years ago. So fuck y'all.
Yeah. But you need to own it now.
Fuck y'all. That's why I'm gonna keep my hair cut like this. I look less Rogan-esque.
Nah, go Rogan. Go all Rogan.
Nah, chill.
Nah, it's the glasses.
It's the glasses too?
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
glasses.
And it's a face structure. Like his face sits like yours.
That's
In a way.
bullshit.
Yeah, it does. The beard
That's
too.
bullshit.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Whatever, man.
I'm gonna do it how it started versus how it ended with you and Seth Rogen.
This nigga looks like Tech Nine, so whatever.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Start trying to grow that little stupid, that little stupid goatee. You look like you, Ron, McKitty Ron, like this. Like Ron, McKitty Ron.
Oh shit. That's funny. So yeah, man. Yes, we have a new president and a new VP.
Do we? Is that official?
That's official. That's official. They trying to. I mean, he trying to do the recount in Georgia, but it really don't matter. Really don't matter.
The voter. Yay. My vote matters.
Yo, and it's true. Once again, black people save the Democratic Party. Black people been saving Joe Biden's ass since the primaries. Motherfuckers coming through. Those counties, you got Pennsylvania, and Pennsylvania, you got Harrisburg, Philly.
Let me ask you a question. Don't you think that Joe Biden, his reign is going to be tarnished because all he is better than the worst?
Yeah.
I think he would have to do some really amazing things in order to wash off the fact that you only won because you went against the worst.
Well, he also got it that he got to try to make right because he's coming after the worst. So if he don't make it right, yeah, his only reign is that he beat the worst nigga available.
I mean, that sucks, man. That's like you playing basketball with dwarves. And it's like, yeah, you was dunking on them niggas, but they're 3'5".
But he they're 3'5". But he arrested, Democrats that were going up for the presidential race too. So
I guess so.
And also, black people, let's keep it real. Black people only voted because Kamala Harris was on the bill. Black people only vote because another black person's on there. That's it.
No, black people. Black people. Well, black people voted because of Kamala. Black people voted because of the racial climate of the country, and black people voted because we were getting fucking harassed. Every time I went on Facebook, it was like, "Nigga, have you voted yet?" Every time I picked up my phone, it was a text message or a call from somebody I don't recognize. Hey, DeMario, this is Nicole. We want to make sure you're registered. Damn.
Black people can't.
When I went and voted, I went to the early voting thing. Nigga, there was queues out there. You know queues or what? Yeah. There was queues out there, stomping, singing, passing out donuts.
Good.
They was damn near grabbing you by the arm and walking you to the thing. Like, oh, you gonna vote, my brother? Okay, come on.
When they say stomping and marching, like, hey, go. So
they were like, ooh, daddy long stroke. Ooh, daddy long stroke.
You can't stroke it.
When I say camera, you say nah.
Right? Oh my gosh.
Nah, but that's good. We had to do good. It had to be a good turnout, but there was still a lot of black people that voted for Donald Trump. How about that? Was it 18% of black men voted for Donald Trump? How about that?
It's funny, so I see a lot of things on social media where people talking about, oh, just because we voted for two different people doesn't mean we can't be friends and shit like that, right? So then I was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense to me. And then someone was like, well, no, because if you vote for someone and you're just against basic human rights and yada, 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 I can't fuck with you no more. So then I'm like, Damn, that sounds real too. But the thing I don't understand is what human rights or whatever was exactly Trump against.
Well, he has kids locked in cages.
Okay.
Which he showed didn't give a fuck about on the in the debates. The only thing,
Yeah, but-
the only answer,
but shit like that ain't new.
Yes, it is. What are you talking about?
That's him showing that he doesn't respect any value to human right, human life, even from just that simple experience of taking the kids from their parents and locking them in cages. They're children. Who would take a child just because their mother's trying to get over the border to get to a free land and a better life or a better experience?
Did that just happen when this nigga was in power?
Yeah.
Yes. Ain't nobody else.
Even though
if Barack locked kids in cages, boo, you would have knew about it. Trust me, it would have been everywhere.
You're telling me that we just started enforcing border issues? Like that just happened now?
No, that's not a border issue. You're missing the point. It's basically this is saying Barack built the cages, Donald Trump filled them. And what happened was when they built those cages, they would the Barack administration, they would separate them. They put the kids there, they put the parents there. When they went to court, they reunited the kids, whatever, and then they would get either clemency, leniency to come into the United States, or they would send them back together to where they were coming from if they didn't qualify. Okay. That's with Trump, he separated them automatically, and those kids because some of those kids never got to see their parents. There's over 500 something plus kids that they can't find their parents. They don't know if they're over there.
So he just said, "Fuck them kids."
Basically.
See, I don't pay attention enough to know the facts, and I know that we didn't establish this, but last episode we were talking about what is fact? Like what do we know that's fact?
Mm-hmm.
We do have to fact check. But I don't think, and I could be wrong, I don't think he ever locked the parents in cages. He only put the kids in cages and he sent the parents back. So your intent.
Yeah, Trump was doing some of that too.
The kids that are in cages, like the cages per se were just like holding cells or whatever you want to call them. Like it's not bad you locked kids in cages.
They were enclosures.
Yes. It's literally a cage though, but whatever. They didn't have
It was like a fence or was bars?
Like fenced.
No, it was a fence. It was a fence.
But either way.
But yeah, I mean, and plus.
We have your first female black president.
And I think she's gay, so that's cool too.
She got a husband.
Nigga, she husband and kids, man. What are you talking about? She got a husband and kids.
Yeah, my grandmother had children.
Mm-hmm.
And when she married a woman the last few years of her life.
Wow, really?
So
I mean, maybe she has some things. Maybe she has some suppressed things that she was fighting.
Kamala Harris doesn't give you the "I like pussy" vibe.
No.
I can see that. I can see that a little bit. I can see it, but it's more. I think she
what?
More on the.
What?
How? Give you those vibes.
Hold on, wait. Pause. You're acting like there's something wrong with that.
No, wondering what does she give
like
off?
You're coming out kind of like, how dare you disrespect my girl? That's how you're coming off right now.
You're just putting her in a box. So I'm just trying to figure out why she's in this box.
I think she likes the box. Yeah, I'm gonna put her in it. No, listen, hold on. I'm not saying that to like throw shade on her. I don't think that's a negative thing at all. But I definitely think she likes women. I just get that vibe from her.
Cause she got like a liberal vibe, and she don't come across as the typical I wear dresses and I wear skirts, like that official, the the technical stiff.
She don't look like she's ever given a BJ before.
I don't know about that. I'm not gonna disrespect her like that. Watch your mouth.
How's that disrespect?
It's a little disrespectful, bro.
How?
Little bit.
How's that disrespect?
It is.
We all have sex. How's that disrespect?
That's a married woman you talking about. You address her by that name. That's Mrs. Turner. All right? That's a woman. That's Mrs. Turner. All right?
Y'all are just disrespecting the first Black female vice president.
How am I disrespecting her? Tell me how.
You're just casting judgment on her, your own opinion of her, your viewpoint of how you see her.
Isn't that what we're supposed to do on this podcast?
Yeah,
No.
don't mean not respect the motherfuckers. We ain't got to disrespect her.
I'm just giving my...
Let her get in her role. Nah, there's honestly nothing wrong with your opinion of her, Demario.
I don't think anything I'm saying is negative. And I'm not trying to be negative. I'm not trying to trash talk her. I'm just talking about what I see as of this person that's on the screen.
Yeah, I know. I'm just joking. Calm the hell down.
Nah, man, because people always like...
Who is people? Who is people? No, just kidding. Just kidding.
People always act like, yo, I like this person, so you can't talk about them. Like, I'm not talking shit. I'm talking about.
Hey, listen, I'm an equal opportunity. I'm an equal opportunist when it comes to the slander and comes to getting these jokes. So you ain't offended me. You definitely.
If I was gonna joke about her, I would say nah.
Yeah, man. And yeah, so and speaking of
and our new vice president, hopefully now our day one starts of trying to get them to get the right shit and roll and do what's right now.
oh, yo, definitely hold them accountable. Definitely gotta hold them accountable. Cause yo, as much shit as I talked about Donald Trump, it's just like, yo, I know people are gonna hold me to that same standard of talking about Joe Biden, Kamala Harris if they fuck up, and I definitely will, because I am not a hypocrite. I'm an equal opportunist when it comes to these motherfucking slander and everything like that. So I'm definitely gonna do that. Definitely gonna.
That's the thing. So maybe my point is, because we like Joe Biden, I guess, and because we like Kamala Harris, I guess, people are making them out to be superheroes.
No.
They're not superheroes. They are grimy, lying, shifty, motherfucking politicians. Do not forget that.
Of course.
Okay? Don't forget that. Now, are they better than the current administration? Of course they are. But they're still pieces of shit in my book.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is too, it's like with them, because Donald Trump put so much of whatever his thing was, I feel that there's no pressure on Biden and Kamala. Because like
they don't gotta do shit. All they gotta do is not be fucked up, and they look all right.
So there's no pressure on them. So it's basically like anything they do, it's gonna look like they're doing it for the better of the country.
Absolutely.
And basically all they have to do is basically reach their hand
Show
across.
up.
Huh?
All they gotta do is show up.
That's basically it. And be cool, and be cool with everybody. That's
all
it.
you gotta do is show up.
That's it. Be cool with everybody.
I feel like there's a lot of work to do. And if they don't do shit, it's gonna be even more pressure of, well, Donald Trump was here and you guys didn't do shit, and this reality TV star was able to do X, Y, and Z. So they're looked at on both sides for me. Like, they're looked at on the Republican Party, like, now you have to uphold and give us everything that Donald Trump was giving. And then on the Democratic Party, now you need to uphold and give us the things that we weren't getting the last 4 years. So they got a lot of pressure. They can't just show up. They got to do something. Or they're asking.
So you make a good point. It could be that way too. It could be, they could be held up to what he did, and you got to do quote unquote better than him. Yeah. That's what I'm saying though. It's like they could just run the presidency just like a regular presidency, passing policies and everything like that, and it makes it look like they're doing something spectacular when they're just being regular fucking. I'm saying when it's being a regular presidential. That's it, and that's what I'm saying. There's no pressure.
All they have to do is just basically be presidents of everybody and not just the Democratic Party or people that like them. Because Donald Trump's word was, I only support people who support me. So basically there was a whole side or a whole bunch of people that were left out because he basically said, you don't fuck with me, I don't fuck with you. That's basically what Donald Trump was saying. Now, I'm saying them just being regular people, hey, I like you, hey, you don't like me, that's cool, but you know what, we still can coexist. That's not, I'm just being a regular fucking human. So just being regular, you're saying being a regular human, there's no pressure. When you have a motherfucker who's basically on some shit like, yo, fuck all y'all. If y'all don't fuck with me, fuck all y'all. Oh, word, you don't want to vote for me? Fuck your stimulus check. And fuck all that shit. And y'all motherfuckers still don't want to continue to vote for me? Yo, fuck your healthcare and everything. And yeah, if you got pre-existing conditions, too fucking bad. You know what I'm saying? And now it's just basically like, yo, all I gotta do is just be nice to people and do what I'm supposed to do. Just be presidential. That's it. There's no pressure in that.
I gotta disagree because there's so many people that were tuned into politics this year, 2020, versus any previous years, even people older than us. Like I know someone who, my dad's girlfriend, it was her first time voting. She's 44. She's never voted. This is her first time being in tune. So many people were in tune to all of Donald Trump's fuck ups that they wanted him out. Now he's out and they're looking at them like, you guys got to fix it. So I think they have more pressure to either fix it or make it better. I don't think they can get any worse than him. Like they don't have the pressure of doing anything that makes it worse than them unless like the whole economy drops and now we're at war and we don't have guns, like something drastic happens, which can fucking happen, but they're not going to look at it as it's any worse. So they don't have the pressure. I get what you're saying. Like they're coming behind the person possible, but then they also got a lot of shit to pick up. And this is the shortest term in presidency since I think like 1978 or something. This is the first president who's done
30 years.
So it's been years that someone has just did one term because it's really hard to do one term. His ass didn't get voted out because it was a hard job to do because he fucked up like the economy and divided the nation is why he got voted out, to be honest, like, and killed millions.
I feel you, but I don't know if that is going to be the measure they're held up to. I don't know. I think that they more just have to don't fuck up and they're going to look good. Because I kind of feel like when you come after the worst motherfucker, your job is easier.
Nah. No. When you come behind the best motherfucker, it's easier because it's like, don't fuck it up.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. That's not. No. When you come after the best motherfucker, that's harder. Because if you do anything, if anything drops a little when you come after the best motherfucker, it's highlighted. It's put on full blast. It's harder when you come after the best.
That's what I mean by when you come behind the best, you just have to keep it good. You just don't fuck it up. It's good. Everything is good.
That's true too. That looking at that angle is true. Yeah.
Because
just don't fuck it up.
Running. All you are is a face to keep it running good. Like, okay, all the policies are in place. Everything's working great. Let's keep the policies. Let's keep going this way. But then when you come in some shit that's everything is fucked up and you're just trying to figure out where do I start? There's so many different agendas, but I think where they start is, from my belief, I don't know, is all the stuff that they were talking about on the debates. I guess those are the topics where they would start to break down. But they do have it easy in the sense of they're coming behind Donald Trump, but as well as hard.
Yeah, I think I agree with what you're saying. Like I could see it going both ways, but I think it's more of you came after the worst nigga. All you got to do is not be racist, and niggas will look at you like you're good. I think more on that side of it. But you got a point too.
But then a lot of niggas at their head too. No, you're right though. But there's a lot of Black people at their necks. Like, okay, you're in now. Where's our fucking 100 acres and a mule? Thank you. Like everybody's knocking on the door. Like you're just not in the office just to be in office. Like, yeah, we want to Trump out, but we want to Trump out with a replacement who is going to work on the things that we care about. So it's going to be interesting to see what they dig deep into and what they actually do too. Because there's so much fuck shit. They got to start with fucking everything.
So I think that if Joe Biden and Kamala Harris go in there and run a regular presidency with no fuck ups, I think they're going to be looked at as heroes.
Yeah, they are.
I think so. That's why I say they got an easier job. Now, if they want to leave a legacy, they're going to have to do something amazing because people are going to say all you did was didn't fuck up.
Yeah. That's the next 4 years of their campaign. Because honestly, when I actually clicked on one of the stations over the weekend before the election, and Donald Trump was speaking in Florida. It was late as hell, like midnight, and he's talking, and I never seen him in any of his speeches or his rallies, whatever. And as he's speaking, all he's doing is talking about when I went in there and I asked, what did Obama do? And I did the opposite. And when they told me that about Obama did this, I did the opposite. And everybody was like screaming, and I was just so confused on like what his real pitch was and what he did.
That's crazy. Half of his presidency was based. Half of his presidency was based on undoing Obama shit.
Yeah.
Because racist people didn't like Obama. It was just that simple. Yeah. It's crazy.
And then when he was like, what was making me angry during some of the debates as well, when he was like, Joe, what did you do? You were in Obama's camp intern for 8 years. What did you do? And it's like, he was the fucking vice president, and the president didn't even have like anything he could do. How are you asking him, like, what does Mike Pence do? I don't fucking know. Like, what has he done? I don't fucking know. Is there anything he's doing? I don't even see this nigga. I seen him 4 years ago, and then 4 years later on the election. Like, that's the only time I've seen him. Like, what does he do? Where Joe Biden, I didn't ever see him.
All right, so we are back. Some technical difficulties and everything, but also just want to give a shout out to RIP to Kevin Lonstrope, Kevin Moretti. I'm sorry. RIP to you. My condolences to your family also.
Rest in peace, Uncle Kevin.
You know. So yeah, so we left off. We was talking about the elections and everything. Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, President-elect, VP-elect. These Trump supporters, man, delusional.
I found one. Oh my God, Kylie.
What do you mean you found one?
And I didn't think I had any on my Facebook. I literally was just about to make a comment and say, like, you know, all of my friends are talking about, you know, people supporting Trump. I really didn't see too much Trump support on my timeline, like ever. And I really still didn't. I just seen one person comment some facts about how people voted based off of like being in a relationship off their emotions and not off of logic or something. He made a statement of, so I clicked on it, and then I went to do a little bit more research and clicked on his page. And he was like open about he supported Trump, he voted for Trump, and then his reasons why. And I went to elementary school with this person, grew up with this person. He's like probably my favorite person around this time of year because he always has like the best Halloween costumes, and I'm always shouting him out. But yeah, no, I had to delete him real quick and leave him where he was at.
See, I'm not gonna delete nobody. I'm just gonna look at him different. It's just like my thing is, huh?
I said it was only one person. It wasn't like a lot of content or anything I was losing. Like, it's really not that big of a deal.
No, I get you. You know what I'm saying? I have a lot of them. I have a few of them online, but it's just like, my thing is, I always ask why, you know, and you kind of get the same, same one, all the policies is good for business and everything. And I'm like, yo, but you don't make $400,000. You don't got a business and everything like that. So what the fuck are you talking about business? How the fuck does this business affect you? You know, and tax policies, how the fuck does this tax policies affect you? You know, just certain things, but it comes down to a point where people live vicariously through him. You know, he talks openly about gays. He talks, you know, he's misogynistic, talks about women. You know, he says certain things that are, you know, borderline racist when it comes to other, you know, color folk, you know, people of color. You know, so it's just like some people live vicariously through that, and it's just like, and I'm all for people speaking their mind and people not being PC about certain things. You know, I get that. You know, because we are in a society where everything you say could be held as offensive. Like, oh my God, that's so offensive. You know, you offended me. Why are you talking about this? Why are you talking about that? And I get it. In this PC, I'm saying this PC society and everything. So a lot of people, you know, Trump could talk like that. And people love the fact that he could talk about that openly and nothing happens to him. Yeah. But so a regular Joe Schmo, if they talk openly about, whether it's a fact or opinion about black people, they're going to be and saying they're going to be called racist. So I get that, but shit, that ain't gonna make me vote for a motherfucker because they can speak. I'm saying they can speak their mind. I'm like, shit.
I feel like I think I was watching Breakfast Club and DJ Envy talked about, who you voted for and why, or why people are voting for Trump. And then he was like, I'm very understanding to some people. I've spoken to some people and they've told me why they voted for Trump or why they stand in his corner. And they have some factual reasons why, and that makes sense. But for me, I'm not voting for my pockets. I'm voting for my people. And it's a bigger deal for me. I'm not sitting here. I'm not hurting for anything. And I get that it would probably benefit me financially more to vote for this man, but I'm not going to vote for my pockets when my people are not in the same pocket or a tax bracket as me. Like how many you have in your family? How many Black millionaires do you have in your family? Like, who is really that person that's actually helping you get to that next level, but you're voting for this man, but you're not even in that bracket to benefit from anything from there? Then it's hurting more people than it is, profiting. So
that's what I'm saying. And that's the way I look at it too. Like, I remember even having a conversation with one of my coworkers before, we were talking about the whole situation with race and everything like that, and how systemic racism and how, how slavery still affects people to this day. And he was basically, his whole thing, he looked at me and said, but you made it out. And I'm like, what do you consider making it out? He goes, well, I look at you, you're not, he was like, you seem educated, we have this decent job and everything. And I was like, okay, if you want to look at me as making it out, that's fine. That's cool. But I may be an exception, but I'm not the fucking rule. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, when I talk about race, I'm not talking about how it just affects me. That's the thing. And that's where a lot of white people, I can't even say, a lot of people that are not of us, like, this like, they don't get it to the fact that when we speak about racism like that, we don't talk about it how it affects us. We talk about it how it affects all of us. Mm-hmm. And that's where a lot of people get that shit wrong. Like, oh my God, like, why does LeBron talk about this when he's a freaking billionaire? Because at the end of the day, he knows there's people out there that are really going through it. And the same when it comes to racism and shit like that. So even when it comes to politics and everything like that, I'm not looking at it from me. I'm looking at it from everybody, from that approach, from the people I care about. And a lot of people don't get that.
Facts. T-Mobile.
So, yeah, but.
Yeah, I've kind of had it up to here with politics. Let's talk about something else.
We can't. You got to stay woke. We got to
You got to stay what?
We got to stay woke and in the game. And woke.
The next time you say woke on this podcast.
Woke.
Might be
woke.
your last time on this podcast.
Am I fired, Donald Trump?
Motherfucking woke.
He said it might be your last time.
You about to lose your job.
Yo,
he said, well.
Yo, listen, all these woke people think that they know something. You don't know something. You just signed up for a certain line of bullshit. We all choose the bullshit that we believe. So the woke people, you believe this bullshit, which is cool. I believe a different level of bullshit. My bullshit could be true. Your bullshit could be true. But you're woke, so your bullshit is real, and my bullshit is bullshit. Bullshit.
Nah, that's not the case. I'm woke, so my bullshit is real. That's what it is. So it doesn't mean
that's
your
what
bullshit.
I just said.
No, it doesn't mean your bullshit is bullshit. It's just that mine is real.
But you're woke. So if I'm not you, I'm not woke. So then my bullshit is bullshit.
Yeah, pretty much. I guess you got a point there.
So I don't. So wake
up.
Right. Welcome to talking about what the fuck I want to talk about. So I shared the thing last night. Did you see the thing I shared?
In the group?
Yeah.
No, tell me. Last night.
I want to talk about people going on Facebook and posting, if you've seen my niece, can you please say something? Now, this is very controversial, and what I'm going to say, it sounds super fucked up and insensitive, but I'm asking a question.
Woo, here we go.
Are these girls runaways or are they hoes? Like, no. Are these girls being kidnapped or are they hoes? Because it seems to me most of the time when you see these girls, oh my God, my niece ran away, their mother is not the best example of what a mother should be. 9 times out of 10, the mother is maybe 10 years older than him, 10 or 12 years older than him. The mother is posting the same kind of ignorant shit the kid is posting. And then the kid is found a couple days later at their friend's house or at some nigga's house.
The boyfriend. Oh, I was just saying the boyfriend's house.
So the problem I have with it is I see that, oh my God, this is so horrible. That girl's 15 years old. Somebody took that baby. And then find out that she's just hoeing.
She out here for the streets.
So that makes me so mad. So am I being insensitive or is it more women? I don't know.
So yes and no. Yes, you are low key being insensitive, but at the same time, you're a little annoyed at the boy that cried wolf kind of calls that everybody has. So I do agree because I've had the instances where I'm like, oh my God, this is so sad. And then 3 hours later, she was over at Susie's house with Tom. Like, why? Why are we doing this? Like, you should know. I feel like the parents should know their kids in the situation a little bit better before going out for a cry for help. Because when you cry for help, you're going to get people interested and, you know, their emotions might be triggered or they may feel some type of way like, oh, Lord, I hope you find the girl. And then you find her at your friend's house or her friend's house or her boyfriend's house. Like, where did you lose that connection? You'll know your kid that always comes home set on a set schedule and now she's missing versus your kid that got an attitude, you told to do the dishes, didn't clean the house, and now she ain't come home in 2 days. Like, it's a difference.
And that's the shit. Like, you can't be a mother doing hoe shit, and then your daughter starts doing hoe shit, and you start wilding on her for the hoe shit. You can't do that.
Following your lead, sis. You got to lead by example.
So then now you want to like beat her up, embarrass her, put shit on Facebook sometimes about her hoeing, and then she run away. And then you're, oh my God, my baby.
Yeah. That's just doing some hoe shit. No, you're not being insensitive when it comes to that, because that's definitely some hoe shit. That's the hoe found in the hoe, though. She found the leader.
You know what I'm saying? Hoes gotta eat too. But it's like, it's funny to me because it's not funny. It's aggravating to me because I'll see these kids and I work with kids and I'll see these kids. I'm like, damn, yo, I hope nobody took this kid or I hope they're not dead. That's my first instinct. And then 2-3 days later, sometimes they don't even put, oh, we found her.
I was gonna say, sometimes you don't even get an update. You gotta call somebody or go look for the update. Like, did you find the kid? You got us out here searching. The fuck?
Yup. And the thing that gets me is the thing that also gets me is the motherfuckers who are sharing it. Like, you know that woman, you know how her and her daughter relationship is better than me. So you should be the first to go, I'm not sharing this. That girl's at her boyfriend's house.
Yep. Girl, go find your kid.
But you're sharing it, blowing it all up. And then 2 days later, when the kid is found, don't nobody say shit.
Nope. They're back to their regular hoe activities, posting their.
It's back to the regularly scheduled hoe programming.
Hoe programming.
Yo, it makes me sad because if these people would have taken an interest in their child's life a little bit stronger, a little bit more parent-like, a little bit earlier, we wouldn't be here right now. Yeah. If you would have maybe 5-6 years ago stepped in and said, no, stop doing that, sweetheart. Mm-hmm. Things would be different. But you didn't. You was too busy chasing some man or dealing with your shit, which I get it. You're young. You got shit to deal with. Not blaming you for that. But the fact of the matter is, you didn't deal with your shit, so you didn't deal with her shit. So now you're dealing with her shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now she's fucked up, and you're trying to figure out how we get here. How did we get here?
Yes. Like you think you could just beat it out of her. Like you can't beat no hoe with a belt. They like that shit.
This is my dad, but my great grandmother used to say to beat him in the pussy, and she did beat a couple of the women in my family in the pussy with the belt. That's how you stop them from hoeing. That's what old black women used to think.
Oh, wait, let me get a pen.
They're the originators of beat the pussy up. They don't even know. Wow. They actually made us like it. We're like, oh, I like it.
Apparently, I'm the pussy wrong. Then damn.
You've been beating it up the wrong way.
So wait, so
belt.
you say, what do we do?
Grab belt. Leather.
Damn.
Hold on, Kylie text us. He said, there's a server issue with Zoom.
Then why we still on?
They can try to call out of work and we're still here. Here's the nigga that's like, oh, there's a massive backup on the highway. They closed all lanes. Like, everybody else is at the office except for you.
Yo, this thing is like, the dog ate my Zoom. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, the excuses people come up with. The dog ate my Zoom. We're not going to be able to do it now.
This thing is out of his rabbit ass mind.
So this reminds me of one time I blocked my, oh man, whatever. One time I blocked my boyfriend and he tried to hit me with the, yo, T-Mobile's not working. I'm trying to get.
And you went along with it.
I was like,
that's crazy.
I was like, word, damn.
That's
like,
crazy.
I told you to switch to AT&T whole time.
Damn, that's crazy. Word.
I don't know what the fuck is going on with this shit.
This shit.
I'm frozen.
I know one thing. When we get done with this phone call, I'm going to rallies.
They got a rallies over there?
Yes, the fuck they do.
Get the fuck out of here. I haven't had rallies in so long.
I'm going to get me some rallies fries, and they got chicken wings. So
Ain't nothing beating that shit.
chicken wings ain't half bad. So
I don't know about the chicken wings from the rallies, so.
that's the same thing I said.
What's Riley's?
You liked it.
You know,
You don't remember rallies from they used to have it on Park Ave?
Checkers,
Okay.
Checkers, rallies, peace pipe, crack pipe.
Oh, it's all the same shit?
Same shit.
All right.
I went skating last Thursday, you guys. It was popping.
Yo, I definitely want to go to Atlanta to actually see how the skating scene is. Cause I hear nothing but good things about it. You see grown people doing all that. They really be doing like routines and all that. Like they got skate crews and everything.
Yeah. Well, I'm in Houston, but the one in Atlanta is the same way. But in Houston, they're the same. Like it's like little gangs. I'm gonna send you some videos. They was like doing their little shit on the side. Like they had a little group of them. There's a little recorder. It was hot. Everybody was like our age. It was our generation. Everybody was just skating. It was cool. It was just a bunch of Black people skating. And
they really be battling and everything like that too?
In the middle of the floor.
Damn.
Yep.
I'm so mad I never grew up with that culture. I'm so mad I never grew up with that.
Me too. Like they have like their personal skates. I was like, dang, I need to get some of these. Like I felt like I needed. I'm like, I used to go skating with Skylight compared to like other skate culture is completely different. We just went skating.
I went to Skylight every weekend and never learned how to skate.
Yeah, that's right. Bless you. I forgot. Bless you. I forgot you was one of those sideline niggas.
Sure was.
He still is. Still on the sideline, waiting to get in.
Yeah.
This nigga had to wear the training skates that didn't understand the wheels didn't move. You just over here shuffling it like. I'm like, get the fuck off the fucking ring.
I would be walking around holding on to the carpet, like pinching the carpet, so I can stand up.
I'm like, nigga, if you don't get your big 16-year-old non-skating ass off this motherfucking ring.
Never learn how to skate. I still can't skate to this day.
Nah, you got to do that. Put that on your bucket list.
Nah, my knee won't allow it.
And I tried though. There was a couple times where I would try. I would get out there. I just never got it.
Shit, my knee would not allow me fucking skating.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. For Burn, I went around a couple times. I was like, "Whoa, this is fun."
Yeah, but as you got older, Skylight became just a place where the girls were, as far as we were concerned.
Yeah.
Like you didn't go there to go skating. You went there because the girls were there. Period.
Oh, yeah. Of course. Or the fight.
Or the fights. Yep. Definitely the fights.
Son, and the crazy thing, I know people that lost their virginity at Skylight. How nasty is that?
Disgusting.
I'm like,
I wish I used to try to be one of them.
That was disgusting.
Son, I didn't know niggas was fucking at Skylight. I never knew that until someone told me like later on. I was like 20 years old. It was like, oh, I lost my virginity. I'm like,
At
people
Sky-
fucking at Skylight?
Of all places.
I made out at Skylight. I'm not the only one, am I?
Nah, you can make out at a skating ring, but you fucking at a skating ring.
I think I did make out one time.
I made out at Skylight a couple times, but
I made out in that corner.
yeah, by the exit door.
Mhm.
Corner. Your friends will cover you. And then you get your little kiss on and you leave.
Yeah, that was like the only time. That was like the only time you could really like have like a girlfriend or whatever. Like, yeah, I can only see you on weekends because you know my dad's African and he don't allow that shit. So
Yeah.
you know my mom, you know, yeah, that was one of those.
Skylight boyfriend. It was a Saturday Skylight boyfriend.
Yep.
Yeah,
Everybody
Yeah.
had the Skylight boyfriend or girlfriend. Yep.
of course. But yeah, so back to what I was saying about the VCR. So no, you watching something, and then like later on, like even in the middle of the movie, the end of the movie, another movie comes up. You watch the shit. It's the majority of the time, it's always half of the movie. The movie ends up becoming the greatest fucking movie. You can never find that movie again, but you're always watching the middle part of that movie. D, can you relate? Do you kind of know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Who does it?
Shala, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes. I know what you're talking about.
So the reason why I'm talking about this, so I had a dream, right? I was watching one of the movies and everything like that, and I had a dream about this movie, and it's a real movie. It was a Mr. T movie, right? It's a real actual movie. It's a Mr. T movie. He's like some type of youth director, kind of like what you are, D, right? And he ends up he's trying to prepare for this obstacle course or something like that, a strongman obstacle course. And he ends up, you never seen that movie?
No.
So he's trying to prepare for like.
A step further. The only Mr. T movie I know of is DC Cab.
Nope. This was like when Mr. T was like kind of like Mr. T, like he was.
I don't remember there ever being Mr. T movies.
I think this is after DC Cab. It's either after DC Cab or a little bit before it. But it was like one of those made for TV movies. That's what it was. It was like a made for TV movie.
Okay.
One of them. So basically, some reason he's fighting somebody's trying to take over the neighborhood. I don't know. It was like an obstacle course, whatever. The biggest thing he couldn't conquer was the wall. He had to climb over the wall with the rope, and he could never do it. And so he just used his strength and ran through the wall. The wall was like, yeah, his strength. He just ran through the wall and shit and everything. And I remember like that was like the biggest thing because he basically, he basically thought it out or whatever. But anyways, yeah, that was the movie. And, and the movie that I was watching that it used to come up was Revenge of the Ninja. You remember Revenge of the Ninja?
Mm-hmm.
What movie is that?
The toughest man in the world.
I think that's what it was. That's the movie, The Toughest Man in the World. That's what it was. Mr. Tough. Mr. Tough.
Yo, so I'm looking it up, and that is literally his only movie.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
No.
That's what it was.
He had a movie in the 90s, too. So
What movie in the 90s?
It was called Straight Line. And his name of the movie is T.S. Turner.
Mm-mm.
Son, I can see your dad talking about, oh, D, you don't know about Mr. T. What you know about Straight Line? Hell, Straight Line. Boy, you don't know about Straight Line. I can see that shit. But yeah, man. I was watching. Yeah, so then I had to go to IMDb and look up Revenge of the Ninja, my nigga Sho Kusagi. You know what I'm saying?
I got that on DVD. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, one of the greatest. One of the greatest.
Ninja, and I got part 3 when the girl took over.
Oh, fucking Kelly from Breaking.
Yeah, Kelly from Breaking. Yep.
Son, that's when the shit got Hollywood, and they was like, hey, let's get some familiar names in there, some familiar faces, and let's do this.
We need to get somebody pretty and white, is what they say.
Yo, but
this
even
ugly and Asian, we need somebody pretty and white.
son, but even a Revenge of the Ninja, the bad guy ninja was a white dude who basically studied, you know what I'm saying, ninjutsu freaking in Japan for 30 years and basically, you know, whatever. But yeah, man, shout out to Shokuzaki. Yo.
When you weren't on, we were still talking.
Oh, okay. What happened? What you guys talking about?
We talked about missing teenagers.
Oh, you said missing teenagers. You said, are they kidnapped or are they hoes?
Yeah.
Right. and
We recorded it. Is it gonna stay? It said it was recording.
I think so, yeah. It should, but it still is recording, so.
So what the reason why I asked it, maybe you have a different perspective. A lot of times you see people go on Facebook and they share, oh, my niece is missing. If you know anything, can you please say something? And then 2 days later, you find out that they find her and she's with her homegirl or she's at some nigga's house. 9 times out of 10, the mother is notoriously on some whole shit. So you start piecing it together. Oh, so what happened here was mother taught the daughter whole shit. They told her you can't do that whole shit at my house. So the daughter said, okay, I'll go do that whole shit somewhere else. And now mother's crying, talking about they took my baby.
Or mother is not on some whole shit. Mother's on some strict, you can't have no friends, you can't talk to no boyfriend, you can't do nothing type of shit. And basically she's like,
I'm not talking about
hell
that.
yeah. Are you said what?
I'm not talking about that because that makes sense. If mother is too strict and kid runs away, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about mother is lacking as being a mom.
Okay.
And daughter is fucked up because of it and dips. And then mother's crying, oh, my baby, they done took my baby.
Okay, so you gotta put a disclaimer out there, you know, because there's some, you know, it kind of goes both ways, you know, and people are sensitive sometimes, whatever. I'm not really, you know, into sensitivity, but you know,
right,
you know, whatever. But I do know what you're talking about because what was it in New York or something like that, or was it Philly? The girl, we talking. Oh my gosh, when this little girl basically staged her kidnapping, she was walking with her mom. The car pulled up. And they made the girl get in the car. They kidnapped her and took her and put her in the car. Later found out it was a boyfriend and she staged the whole shit. Yo, you don't remember that? That was like in the news like last year.
No.
Yeah.
You remember that, right, Shanna?
Yeah, it was there like maybe a year ago.
Yeah, it was like a year ago. Like she was walking with her mom, chilling, and car pulled up, bunch of dudes ran out and grabbed her, kidnapped her, and put her in the car. And everything. She was gone for a couple days, and come to find out, she staged the whole thing with her boyfriend, just so she could be with her boyfriend. Be a little hoe, basically.
You can't be a mom and you on some bullshit as a mom, and then when the daughter gets on her bullshit, you crying to social media talking about my baby's missing. I hope she's all right. I miss my baby. And then a half an hour later, you're posting pictures of your nails.
Yo, who the fucked up people that you watching on your timeline, man?
I'm saying you ain't never seen no shit like that. You ain't never seen the moms on there talking about I miss my baby's gone, and then they posted some other shit at the same day.
No,
like, whether it be I want to see this movie or whatever. You ain't never seen that shit.
No. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Meanwhile, me being a concerned human being, I'm sitting here like, damn, man, I hope that little girl's okay. Like, I hope ain't nobody hurt her or nothing. And she's almost moved on.
Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. And it's like, yo, when they moved on, you know, it's kind of like to the point where it's just like, the parents even probably chalked it up as, yeah, she just out there being a fast ass. She out there just doing whatever. She's safe, whatever, fuck her. You know what I'm saying?
So that's what I'm saying. We were talking about earlier about the people who share it. That's people who share it, people who will know the mom, know the daughter, know the type of bullshit they be on, but is sharing it like this girl's been kidnapped by ninjas.
Yeah.
No, I get you. I get you 100%. I know.
It just makes me feel sad because moms, sometimes you fucked up. You was 15, 16 when you had the baby. Your mom's was fucked up. You're fucked up. My problem is
You're fucked.
Mom's fucked up. You're fucked up.
You ain't never-
Everybody's fucked up. You fucked the kid up.
my point being is we know that you got your issues. You didn't take care of your issues. You're not equipped to take care of your daughter's issues, but you are bringing it to our attention as if this girl is in danger for her life, when really she's just with some nigga you don't want her to be with.
Yep.
That's my problem with it.
Yeah.
They don't need to go to the gram or go to the Facebook when they just need to be better parents. Figure it out.
Damn, that's heavy. That's what I'm saying, but that's a heavy statement.
What?
Speaking of that, we can roll into that about niggas loving tea. You know,
yeah,
because guys try to act like they don't like tea as much as fucking the women do. And I'm gonna tell you like this, I love the motherfucking tea. I sip that shit and be like, really? This motherfucker, this girl was doing this girl was doing that. Yo, I'll be like, girl, tell me more. I don't give a fuck what you say. I like the shit too. And D, don't act like you don't like it because you like it too. You may not like the shit publicly, nigga, but behind closed doors, you be like, really? Tell me more.
I want to hear that shit.
Yo, niggas love tea. Yo, niggas love tea just as much as these.
I don't want to hear nothing about somebody. Like, if I want to hear about a female, it's because I'm interested in courting her, so I want to hear about her. I don't want to hear nothing about a dude.
Nigga, like I said, these niggas love tea as much as these women love the tea.
Yeah,
whether it's about the females, what about the women, whether it's about the males.
The two of you, you have never been in a situation with me where I said something to the effect of, I don't really care about that. I don't want to know about this person's life, or you've never been in a situation with me and I've said those things to you?
No. I have, but I also been in situations with you also where you sat there and listened just like just like me too. Exactly. Nigga, I've been around you. Nigga, I've been around you your whole life. So it's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yo, you like it too, nigga. Don't lie. You like that shit too. The only difference between you and others is that you're not gonna go spread that shit talking about, yo, guess what I heard. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I never heard that out your mouth.
I listen to it because I hang around with you and you always on that hoe shit.
Nigga, shut the hold on. Hold on. No. Hold on.
You can't stop a hoe from being a hoe.
You can't. You never said it to me because the tea that I give you want to know. But I get that you don't give a fuck about some people's shit. But
I mean, it's not even that I don't give a fuck, because sometimes I legit don't give a fuck. But the other times I don't want to be a part of the bochinche.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a part of it. Like, that's other times. But then sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes there's stuff out there that you kind of want to hear.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm like, you've never told me no, but I've been around where you've said that to other people. Like, someone would bring up someone else's business and you're like, nah, come on, man, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Or, nah, I don't want to know about them. Or, you know, I've been around you where you have cut other people off. But the tea that I've given you, it's been served pretty warm. We've been okay.
No.
But you can't avoid that. You can't avoid that, because when me and you are talking, we're talking about family.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. We don't talk about people. Like, difference. Like, we're not talking about
like,
people.
We're sitting there like, and you know she's pregnant again.
No, matter of fact, no. Matter of fact, matter of fact.
That's so true.
I mean, no. Nigga, you been on some whole shit too. Don't lie. You be on some whole shit sometimes too. You be like, yo, you know what I heard? Nigga, you have to. You have not as much, but you have. You be like,
yo, motherfucking lie.
Nigga, no, I'm not, because you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about.
I don't know what
we don't spread the shit around. We don't spread the shit around. We'll keep between, hey, nigga.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I see you.
I don't be on no.
Don't keep it between us. Like, yeah,
ain't no
blah, blah, blah.
I don't be on no whole shit.
I
Nigga,
mean,
you be on, hey.
I gotta disagree a little bit. I do think that men like tea, but there's also men that don't care. Because I know, like,
I think for the most part, men don't care. For the most part, men don't.
I dated, they haven't been like, ooh, tell me. Like when I'm coming home with drunk from work, I'm calling my sister and telling my sister, and I'm not talking. So I'm not talking about my best friend's business to them. So yeah, no, the men I don't really care. Ain't asking for the tea.
Hey, it all depends on what the tea is. It all depends on what the tea is. Because you know what I think in tea? What?
Because of women's competitive nature with other women, I think they like the tea. And I think because men, we're not as competitive with each other.
Lies.
So we don't really care about it.
Men compete with other men all the time. You guys just do it. I
don't think we're as competitive as women are with other women.
I think women are more blatantly competitive. Men are more competitive secretly. You guys in competition way more than we are. Men do more stuff to feel a certain way or have that upper hand against another man per se. But they secretly, women are more blatant and a little bit more messy with the competition, as well as petty with the competition versus men. You guys be competitive versus like, oh, I got this car, he got this car, I got this crib, he got this crib. Like your competitiveness is on a different level but I feel like men are very competitive against men.
Yeah, no, men are very competitive.
I think that I disagree. I think that if majority, we're talking on the majority. I think the majority of men, the shit that we do is within the idea of getting a woman. I don't think we do shit within the idea of trying to be better than the next nigga. And I think that when niggas do that, a lot of niggas point that out and say that nigga's on some whole shit.
Mm-hmm.
I think it depends.
Better than the next man. How are you getting the woman? You don't make enough money than the next man. I'm going to do this more. So now you're in competition with the next man. You're doing something to get the woman, but you're getting the woman's attention from all the other men she can look at.
No. There's no, because if it was that case, I'm saying if that was the case, if that was the case, you have a lot of broke niggas. I'm saying you have a lot of broke niggas that have nothing. That's fucking way more quality women than the niggas who have shit. Or you have some of those women are with the niggas that have shit that are cheating on niggas. I'm saying that are cheating on them with the niggas who don't have shit. So as far as for that way, there's no competition when it comes to that. But there is competition when it comes to men, but it's not as blatant. It's not as messy. I'm saying it's not as messy as it is with women. Men will be like, yo, I got this outfit on my shit on niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know, yo, I'm gonna kill niggas out here. But it's not gonna be like, oh, I'm better than this nigga. This is snap. It's on some, yo, I know his outfit's crazy, whatever, this is snap. I know I'm killing niggas out here. You know what I'm saying? But it's not on some, I'm better than, I'm better than you type shit. So the competition, so yeah, there's competition, but it's not as fierce or as like, I don't know, like blatant or, you know.
So you don't think that competes? You don't think that their competition is between other men, or you don't feel like it's as blatant?
I just don't think it's as blatant to the point where you can call it competition like that.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Because a dude could come out with a nice air whip, just whatever. Look, I'm saying have like a $5,000 outfit, whatever. A nigga who have that will not care. A nigga have that not care, and they'll judge that dude like, but I seen this nigga saying he's tricking on such and such, whatever, I think
it's not to cut you off. I think I'm going on what you're saying. Mm-hmm. I think it's more. Again, I'm not trying to say one is better than the other. That's not my point. Mm-hmm. I think that it's more of a woman. Their self-worth or self-esteem is based on beating another woman. Whereas a man's self-worth or self-esteem is based on getting a woman. Because for women, getting a man is easy. You can get a man. So a lot of a woman's self-worth is based on being better than another woman. Whereas men, our self-worth isn't really rooted in that. It's rooted in getting a woman.
Yeah.
It's not really.
I'm not saying one's better than the other though.
It's not really that easy to get a man. It's maybe easy to sleep with one, but it's not easy for someone to get a man or even keep that man. Just want to put that.
So getting a man into bed is easy, right? But here's the thing: keeping
Not
him.
Not for challenged people.
You said what?
I said not for facially challenged people.
No, that's
Don't matter. All she needs is a fat ass, and niggas is on it.
Yeah, that's the thing that women don't want to accept. Women don't want to accept the fact that any woman can sleep with almost any man they want. Almost.
Exactly.
Any woman can sleep with almost any man they want.
Exactly.
Almost.
How many times have you seen a situation where the pretty woman with their man finds out that her man's cheating with the woman who looks less than her, who has less than her, and that's out of shape? That doesn't look
like me or him.
You know what I'm saying? And so it doesn't matter.
Getting a man into bed is, women try to act like it's easy. It's, as a woman, to get a man into bed is easy. But like you said, to keep him is hard. But again, I would say once you got him in bed, you're halfway there.
Yeah.
No.
You're halfway there.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I don't know. I don't necessarily have a problem with getting men or keeping men or any of that. But, you know, I do know a few females that are adjacent to me, kind of close to me in life, who do have a problem with keeping them. And they're not, you know, facially challenged. They don't have bad bodies. They got fat asses and big titties. And, you know, so what is it then? Like, I don't know.
Hey, just like Don Juan said, hold up. Just like Don Juan said, it's not what you do to the body, it's what you do to their mind, man. And it's like, once you got this, it don't matter about none of that. It don't matter about none of that. And that's the way you keep a man. Because the thing is, once a man knows you got this, yo, he's like, once he got this, it don't matter. You could do all this, you could do all that. I got this. I know you ain't going nowhere.
I think
that's how men think.
To answer your question about why can't they keep them, I think it comes down to two things. One, the way in which you allow that man to get into your bed.
Yes,
the way you go about that part. Now, I'm not talking about too fast or too easy. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about the circumstances. He calls you at 2 a.m. and you open the door. Stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's one part. And the other part is the type of man you surround yourself with. Mm-hmm. Because you can be the baddest chick in the world, but if you go out with hit it and quit it type dudes, that's all you're gonna get is hit it and quit it.
Really?
And at the same time, a lot of women don't realize how much power they have. And I think women give their power away too much to men. Like, for instance, when Dee was talking about how you acquire that man, how you get that man in your bed and everything. Every time you call him, every time that man calls you at 2 o'clock, hey, what you doing? Or puts the Y, I'm saying YW, I'm saying Y, the WYD, and you answer and you come through, you're giving that man power to basically saying anytime he calls, anytime he wants you, you're quick to answer that call. The moment you don't answer that call or whatever, yo, damn, yo, what you doing? Oh, this and that. Oh, like, you can reverse those roles easy, but women just give men too much power. Once women understand the power that they have, that they know they can rule the world with, yo, it will be easy. It will be easy for women to keep a man. But you gotta just give us too much power, so.
Yeah, I feel that way. I ain't got no problem, but some of my friends.
You got no problem with what?
Getting a man or keeping a man?
I think the large part of it has to do with the type of man that you
yeah, I think that has a lot to do with it. Because this same friend of mine I speak of always speaks on my relationships like, you know, you get like great guys, they love you, they respect you, they treat you this way. It's like, because I have I don't know. I don't want to say a standard, but whatever. There's just a level of respect that I would require my man to have for me. I'm not allowing him to text me at 2 a.m. What you doing? And come to my bed. Now he can once he's that nigga, of course. Yeah. But you gotta get that nigga at one point.
If you are posting pictures of yourself being sexy or cute or any kind of thing, if you're doing that, already you're attracted to a certain type of dude. Already that's going to happen. You're going to get dudes who are only looking for that. Now, after you do that, when you talk to them and the conversation gets sexual too fast, you're already doing something. When you're talking to them and the conversation isn't about, you don't have to go deep with it, oh, what's your future goals? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I've actually had women say that to me that I just met. This ain't a job interview. That shit just sounds so stupid.
Well, I think in your at your different ages, those conversations are appropriate. Because at 21, I'm not asking you what's your, 401k options and all this other shit. But maybe at fucking 61, if we just got together, you're just at a different place in your life where you want to know, hey, are you looking forward for more? Or are you just trying to fuck?
No, I disagree. I think that those are superficial interview questions that will get you fucked up later. The same way they do in an interview. A person answers those questions fucking great in the interview, and then they show up to work an hour later every day. That's what I think. I think that the getting to know you stage with someone should be about what type of shows do you like? Do you like to take walks in the park? We should be trying to get to know each other on that level. All that other shit should come a little bit later, in my opinion.
I'm not going on first dates asking what's your 5-year plan or do you have goals, but I might go on a first date and say, what are some goals you have? Because that's just a normal question. And if you have goals, you'll say, I'm working towards this and this, or I'm not really, I don't have no goals.
That's where it gets messed up. But that's where it gets messed up, because guys will tell you, because if you're asking them first date,
they know how to answer those questions.
Exactly. They're gonna tell you. They're gonna tell you what you want to hear. They're gonna tell you what you want to hear on that first date.
Anybody can answer. Dang, what time is it? I'm sure I got another Zoom call at 4:30. Anybody can answer anything and tell you what you want to hear, but you have to also then weed that out. It's just like you said, it's just like a job interview. I interview people all the time. I ask them questions, important questions, and they're either able to answer them or they're not. And if they are, you go through, it's an ongoing thing. You can't tell me day one, you have all of these goals and we're in this relationship 2 years later and you haven't done anything on these goals. First of all, as your woman, if I'm in a relationship with you, I'm going to encourage you, remind you of those goals and try to help you get to those goals. That's why I care about those things. So I would want to know about that in the relationship, but I'm not going to ask super, I don't know, I guess super misleading questions where the guy can tell me whatever the hell he wants to sell me and it checks it off and it's a yes on the box. So now I'm sold and I'm in the bed, but then I'm disappointed because now he does nothing off this box. Do a little bit more digging.
But even with that, it's sometimes a person may feel like you ask them interview questions because they're not even if it's the first date, I'm not even sure if we're gonna even get past this first date. First of all, I'm not even sure if we're gonna even be together 3 months, 4 months down the line. So it's just I really don't really care to tell you what my goals are. First of all, let's just do you like steak? You know what I'm saying? How do you like your macaroni and cheese? Let's start slow first. It's goals, some guys may feel that you're being intrusive. It's just my goals are my goals, and I don't feel like I'm ready to tell you, talk to you about that yet.
I've had those questions asked to me, and I feel like you read from things that a woke girl says to a new boyfriend book. When I
something like that too, yeah.
I'm kind of like, oh my God.
That should just be with things that's important to you. I don't agree with coming in and checking off these things are important to me, so let me make sure he has them all in the first date. No, I don't think that's smart. I think you should go into it, get to know the person. Do you eat red meat? Yeah, ask normal questions that are important to you. But some things like goals and people having or even foreseeing a different future of themselves, just wanting more from where they're at, or maybe loving where they're at and wanting to thrive on where they're at and just make that bigger. Just a passion. To me, I want my mate to be passionate about something. I don't want him to just be okay with, yeah, this is cool, I go to this, I do this. I want to see some passion, whether it's our kids, whether it's his own goals, whatever it is. So that would be something important to me. But for I guess not to scare them off. Yeah, I wouldn't go into it day one asking you what your goals are, but I'm gonna be interested in really knowing that and seeing what you do with that.
I legit had somebody ask me that, and I was just like, oh my God. Next, you're gonna ask me about my faith. And then after that, you're gonna ask me about my political views. And then I'm not gonna want to talk to you anymore.
Well, I don't think you should judge somebody on what they think is important. Like,
no, because
go on a date and date somebody who does not have the same religious beliefs as you, and with something that you can't even overcome, someone that might not be open-minded to your beliefs, was like, what type of real establishment? Like when we talked a little bit about being friends with someone who supports Trump. I watched a podcast earlier this week, and they were asking, can you openly date somebody who voted for Trump? Like, could you date with them and be with them, either date them or be friends? So people were answering as such, and most people said like they would not date. Most people did call and say they could not be married or dating someone who does not have the same political views as them, because we don't have the same beliefs. If you voted for Donald Trump, and me as a Black woman, I did not, and like some of them did vote and their partners did not. They voted for Biden or whatever, or they just didn't vote, whatever their reason was. But there's some type of connection that forms you guys together, and there's something there. There's things that you want out of your woman tomorrow. You might not ask her day one, but you're looking for those things, and it's okay to be up front with it and forthcoming on what the things that you want to know. Like, do you believe in Christianity, or are you a Muslim? Like, what is your religious beliefs? Like, what is something that you believe in? Because how far can we go with this? I can like you. We can like all the same shit. You can tell me you love steak, rice, and mashed potatoes, and that's my favorite meal. Like, we can love movies. We can love the same shit. But if our core role, like our core beliefs, are not the same, what foundation are we building?
But I think,
to be honest,
I think that comes. But I think that comes with time. It's like when the first month and everything, it's like sometimes you don't even know if you even want to be with that person. If you just, if you're just going through those first stages. And my thing is too, to some people, when they're asking those questions very early, it kind of sounds like questions out of desperation, or it kind of sounds like some questions that's from a person that's dealt with a lot of trauma from past relationships. So now it's just like, so basically based on your past relationships and your trauma, you're trying to weed that out. Like, if I'm not that person. So it kind of, like pushes people off, and it kind of like it's kind of like standoffish. And it's like more to the point where it's just like, yo, let's get to know each other more a little bit. Cause I really don't know if I even want to do this. I really don't even know if I want this to even go any further. So it's just like, let's just chill. Let's just, get into it. And if we want to take this a step further, all right, let's start asking those questions. I'm saying goals and, life accomplishments and things like that, political views, religious views, things like that. But all within the first month or anything like that, I don't think those questions should really be asked.
I think that it's funny. Kishana said the thing about passion. So I have a problem with being passionate about shit. Like, I don't really have strong beliefs or opinions. And if I do, I always feel like I'm questioning them. Like, even when I present them to people, I'm presenting it to you like I wholeheartedly believe in it, but I'm presenting it to you because I want you to point out what I've missed. Show me where I'm wrong. Show me what I didn't think about. So I'm not the most passionate in my beliefs. I'm not the most whatever. So I feel like that's what I look for in a woman. I want her to be like, I don't know, this is how I feel, change my mind. That's what I want. And I feel like those people that ask those questions aren't of that frame of mind. I feel like they're in if you don't see it how I see it, I can't fuck with you. And that's cool, but I can't fuck with you if that's the way you look at it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like when women ask me, and I've done it a million times, dating apps and all that, they'll say, oh, what are you looking for in a woman? The first thing I say is an open mind. I don't want you to be convinced about anything. I want you to be like, I have an idea. Why don't you give me some more input? Change my mind. Like,
so
cool.
Now, what if you ended up going dates with this person who was not open-minded? You didn't say that you wanted an open-minded person, but you guys love all of the same shit. Now, 2 months into it, you see that she's completely not open-minded. She's closed-minded.
I'm turned off.
Yeah.
off.
So what's the problem with knowing what you want in a woman or a man and sticking to it? I do understand what Kylie's point on. It sounds like you're carrying baggage and shit with you, like past traumas. And it also sounds like, you know, you just feel like this person has to be the certain way. I do understand those points, but why waste your time? And I also believe it's how you deliver it. Like, I don't think day one over the phone, like, what's your goals? Where you trying to go in 5 years? Like, that ain't gonna get you nowhere. Someone's gonna shut down. Nobody's gonna be interested in sharing that. You should make that conversation comfortable for your partner or your person you're talking to be able to want to share that information with you or whatever it is. Like, let's talk about Dragon Ball Z. He or she should feel comfortable talking about that with you. Just like you should be able to open that up so they can talk through however they feel. The same with being open-minded. Like, you want to know that from the jump. You didn't not tell when you're meeting people on dating sites, you're not telling them open-minded. You're not saying, oh, I need you to like superheroes because I like like that's important to you. Like, you're not saying that like, oh, I need you to be into comic books or something else. Like, what's important is being open-minded first and foremost. So with someone else, what may come important to them is wanting kids, being Christian. You know, like there's certain things like at certain ages that you want that person to come into. I don't have 2 months to sit here and play with you over the phone and get to know you, and you're not an open-minded person.
Well, the thing is,
devil, and I didn't know that you didn't believe in the devil because I didn't ask that at the beginning. Like, this nigga, and this nigga worships the devil. So what do I do now? I didn't we done got into bed, like, and he worships the devil, and I didn't ask him this because
but see, that's my point about the open-mindedness. My point is, whatever I go into with my beliefs and things that I think are what's the word? Deal breakers. Mm-hmm. I feel like my deal breakers could change depending upon how much I like this person.
Okay.
So I feel like those questions don't need to be asked. If me and you start fucking with each other and I like you to that point to where I don't care about that shit, we can talk about that later. For instance, I was dating a woman out here who was a Republican and who was a Trump supporter, and she was Black.
Jeez.
And we never really spoke about that shit. It was never sharing memes like, oh, look at your boy. You know, like it was never no shit like that. That was established that she was on that, and I was like, you're fucking crazy. And we never spoke about it again. And we liked each other. So that's what we spoke about. Now,
go ahead.
Now, if she was on some, yo, we're gonna go to this rally and we're gonna paint this on the side of our house and our car, shit like that, then it would become problematic. You know what I mean? But I feel like where she was in her convictions was just strong enough for me to fuck with her still.
Yeah, I mean, because that even goes with religion. How many couples, how many husbands and wives have that are Christians and that are Muslims and that coexist with each other? Yeah, I'm saying you have households that that coexist for many years that are able to do that. But I think the most important thing, if you're gonna start dating somebody or anything like that, the first thing you want to ask, yo, what are you looking for? Are you looking for just for whatever? Are you looking for something long term, or you just want to take it, whatever? That's the most important part. And then once you establish that part, then all those other questions will fall into play. You'll know where to ask those questions. But just going from jump first date, yo, what's your life goals? What's your political views? Do you believe in God? Do you believe in this? Do you believe in that? Nah, you know what I'm saying? That's a little different.
Yeah, I think you gotta ease into it slow and watch the delivery. But ask the questions that's important to you. Shit, make sure you know who you getting involved with. Some of these bitches be having kids by niggas they don't even know.
Yo, that's crazy. And that's fucking crazy. That is, no, damn. That's hard.
Or how about the ones, the guys who have kids that were unexpected and then want to be like, oh, you're great. You should be grateful I'm in the kid's life. Like, it's your kid regardless. Whether you should have shut up her club. Like, what's wrong with you?
Oh, that's perfect segue. Speaking of that, people getting credit for the shit that they're supposed to that they're supposed to do. Like, for instance, like motherfuckers who talk about rise and grind, and just and just constantly put that shit out there. I'm like, nigga, just say you're going to work. What the fuck you talking about? Rise and grind. Time to get, you know what I'm saying? Yo, time to make this money. This money ain't gonna make itself. Nigga, you going to work 9 to 5, nigga. You punching in, you punching out. If you got some extracurricular activities that I'm saying is bringing in some type of income, yes, rise and grind, trying to get that. But nigga, if you just getting up 7 o'clock when you know you got to be at work at 8 o'clock, nigga, you going to work. Just say the fucking shit. You going to work. I don't want to hear this rise and grind shit.
So
You know
do
what
we
I'm
need
saying?
to find grinds? What is the grind? What's the find the grind?
You know what I'm saying? Just put I'm getting up for work. That's all you basically saying. Rise and grind. Nope, getting up for work.
Grind is anything outside of doing a 9 to 5 job is grind.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm like, no, I'm like, nigga, rise and grind. Like, nigga, I see you at the punching clock every time, nigga. We come in, we work the same shit. What the fuck you talking about? Rise and grind. Like, nigga, like, am I missing something? Like, you know what I'm saying? Or if you're pulling doubles after double after double, okay, cool, rise and grind, you know, whatever. But nah, nigga, I'm saying you going to regular 9 to 5, you know what I'm saying? Or you're saying you're 3 to 11, 11 to 7. Nah, ain't no rise and grind. Nigga. You know what I'm saying? You going to work. That's what the fuck you doing? You know? Yeah, anything else?
No.
Yeah. Anything else? Shit.
Cause I see you going in and out and everything like that. I know motherfuckers want to talk to you. Everything.
Nah,
So,
I think
yeah, man.
I think we covered what we were supposed to talk about. I don't know.
Yeah, I think we did too. But yeah, man. So I go by the name of Kobra Karate, sweating my ass off. Bipolar weather in New England.
Yo, what is it over there right now?
Yo, it's like 70 something.
Here too.
70
what?
something. Fucking.
Say your
took
prayer.
it.
Heavy on the thank you, God. Heavy on the thank you, God. Say your prayers.
There you go.
Oh, we getting out of here?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Okay.
And took the AC out too. Took
Damn.
the AC out.
Damn, you got no fans?
Yeah, nah, fans on it right now. I ain't doing shit.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry,
Yeah.
it'll be like 30 degrees by next week.
Yeah, no, it'll be like 30 degrees tomorrow probably. And
Yeah.
everybody catch colds and everybody mistaken for
Get out.
corona. But, you know.
Okay.
I don't know. So yeah, man. I go by the name of Kobra Karate.
All right, it's your girl, KI Double.
That is the mobile across the global bogo.
Peace.
Black Rogan. Peace.
Yeah.